gipa are the divinities who do most for continued survival of humankind. So in a word, Wangala is a community thanksgiving ceremony of the Garos. It is a time of happy send-off and ceremonial fixing up of time for next reunion with the benign divinities. The first dance move being performed by the dancers is salam ka. In dance acting salam ka, accompanied by rhythmic sounds of native musical instruments, the girl dancers come dancing gracefully towards the dancing young man and greet them slightly, bowing their heads, and the dancing young man bow their heads in acknowledgement. The dance leader is grasping balam and speak in his hands and is clad in pandra, a Garo war dress. The next dance move is called Sararoa, or frolicking about in the yard. Soon after the incense ritual, the Nokma leads everyone to the great yard of his homestead, even as he continues to dance. This dance is meant to entertain both gods and men in the yard. Interesting fact about Wangala is, Wangala was performed for the first time in the underworld. At that time, it was Arjema, or the wagtail bird that wags its tail this way and that and shook its legs in its own fashion, thus initiating the first step of the Wangala dance. It was the wagtail bird that taught man the same movements and steps of dancing. This dance move is called Abawa. With the music, the damsels dance to depict the first agricultural activity, that is, clearing of the forest for cultivation. This dance is called Abawa, or clearing the June field. After clearing a patch of land, then, the damsels proceed to plant rice in the June fields. This dance move depicts the planting of rice by the damsels. Monkeys can be a nuisance to every Garo farmer. The Garos would watch over the fields and chase away monkeys to prevent any damage to the produce. This particular dance move shows the damsels chasing away the monkeys. The dancers depict the harvesting of mature rice cropped from the fields. They perform the action of cutting the rice plants with their sickles from the fields. Tura, or winnowing of the dehusked rice. With the feet moving in perfect unison and hip and knees bending rhythmically, the damsels now bring forth the winnowing baskets. They perform the action of winnowing and blowing away the husk from the rice. The pearly new rice is then gathered in the kera or basket. Chambal Moa. In the dance act of Chambal Moa, pomelo fruits are bound up in small pieces of clothes and tied up at the hind skirts of the dancing young man. And as the pendants swing round and round, the girl dancers come dancing behind them and attempt to disentangle the fruits with the edges of their palms. This dance move is called Jonga Wea. Jonga is a type of an insect that thrives in colonies. They are highly organized when they are on the march by always following the leader. This dance step represents the Garo community that thrives through interdependency and interrelatedness. Tame Kambe Toa, or height comparisons. This is a dance item testing the compatibility or lack of it with regards to height, looks, character, and the like. Here, the damsels and the young man beating the drums bend their knees at alternate intervals, all in keeping with the drum beats and the rhythm of the music. The young women dance expertly on their toes at intervals. Walnam Ra'a, or its standing greetings. When the Wangala gets over, the dancers will all be separated and therefore they greet each other for one last time. This is enacted by the rhythmic nodding of heads, feet movements, and characteristic lifting of hands in unison. The Wangala and other traditional ceremonies connected with the Garo agriculture show a well-coordinated practical approach. Throughout the duration and atmosphere of the villages, they never lack a sense of